threading your needle can sometimes be tricky just because it's like this isn't going to fit easily through that eye of that needle. So what you're going to do is you're going to twist it. You're going to just rub it between until you've got just a tiny bit, right? You've got just a little bit poking out between your fingers, and then you're going to put the eye of your needle there and you just sort of wiggle it down. Okay, and you've only got a teeny bit coming through. You're going to grab that teeny bit that's popping through the eye of the needle, and you're going to pull that. And I always leave about 1.5 inches on the one side of the needle, just to keep it secure. And then as you're sewing, you want to try and keep a handle on that. And if it does start to slip out, then just readjust it. If it slips out all the way, just rethread it. And if this is too frayed to thread, just cut off that bit and rethread it. When you're weaving in ends or when you're sewing, I always like to have a pair of pliers, because sometimes these stitches can get really tight and your needle can get stuck, and it is just so difficult. You're pulling on it and it's just like, it's slippery. You're not able to get a good grip on it, and it is just a pain in the butt to try and get that out of there. So if it's stuck in some tight stitches, you just grab it with your pliers, you pull it through, and then pull it the rest of the way through. So pliers are a must-have with amigurumi sewing. When you're weaving in your ends, if your magic ring is loose, or if you use the chain 2 method, typically you need to tighten this up. Then you'll go through and weave around that magic ring first. Now, to actually weave in your ends, you're gonna push your needle through behind one of the legs of a stitch. Well, both of them, but you're going behind the legs, which is these V's right here. Those are the legs. So you're gonna go through the stitch, between the stitch and not behind. So you'll want to do just a little bit at a time. Don't try and thread through like a bajillion stitches, right? Because it's gonna the more stitches you try and go through, the more difficult and tight it is gonna be for your needle to go through. So I'm just doing one stitch. I'm gonna pull that, and it's kind of stuck. There we go. So I'm gonna just keep going around this way. Sometimes I'll do 2 stitches, but very rarely will I do 3 at a time. Usually it's like 1 to 2 stitches that I will go through. You'll just keep going all the way around. I like to go around at least 1 time when I'm working around like this on a flat piece. But if, say, I'm sewing a piece on to another piece, you want that to be way more secure. So you're gonna go back and forth and back and forth. And the more back and forth you do, the more secure it's gonna be. So after you're finished sewing it, then you weave in those ends, and you wanna weave it where the color is the same. So you don't want to weave the pink thread. You finished the pink, right? You finished sewing that on, and you've got pink thread laying out. You don't want to weave that through the blue, because that's going to show up. It's going to be really annoying. You're going to see a bunch of pink popping through. So you want to weave it through the colors, the same color of the yarn that you're weaving.